Hello and welcome to another episode of Anno 1800. I'm MJ86 and we're on episode 3 of my Let's Play. Let's get straight into it. Last episode, with expeditions being unlocked, so that's going to be quite fun. We're going to look into jumping into some of them, which will hopefully unlock our new region. And we're just starting off into the artisan tier of population. So we're going to look into progressing further down the resource tiers for them. Get some more stuff sorted out for them. I'm possibly going to be looking at getting another island in the initial region. That'll be useful. There's still a couple of resources that I don't actually have with the 2 islands that I do currently have, so it might be a good idea to branch out to them. But that will probably come towards the latter stage, or we'll see how we go, of the video. Now, I'm going to need to start thinking at this point of how much I need to defend myself. We have 2 AIs who are fairly easy to appease, but Beryl is an absolute pain in the backside, and she will cause a problem at some point in the near future. So I'm going to start needing to think about having some coastal defences, if not actually branching out further and getting some military ships. Now, personally, I'd rather wait until we get the Steam shipyard so that I can get better ships than the ones that are currently on offer here, but we'll see if she forces our hand or not with that matter. Okay, so I can see on the map here I've got a quest in here. What do these guys want first?
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Delivery request.
I've something to put before a townsperson.
Oh, 18 tons of wood. You probably have that already, I think.
Gone and done it.
Yeah, that's easy.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
So it goes in a trade union, and that's quite cool. I might use that on one of my setups somewhere. Next, I can see. I'm just going to get these out of the way just to put my credits up a little bit. Or my coins.
Are you permitted to serve one such as I? There is nothing like trying.
Where is this? Find 3 of these plants. What do they look like? They look like something. I'm guessing it's plants like this that she's put down. Let's have a quick look if I can find them. You'll know when you find them because it'll turn into a hand.
I wish to spread harmony.
Again, as I said in the last video, it doesn't matter how much money they're giving you. Never enter an alliance. It's a bad move. Because she's only going to drag me into a war at some point that I probably don't want to be involved in. And typically what happens is you'll end up dying more than she will. I've just been sidetracked with this a second, and I know that I was in the middle of saying something and I'm probably going to forget. Oh, there we go. It's pointing out what it is. Amazing. Okay, so that's nice and easy. 1, 2, 3.
From decay,
There we go. That's 9 grand. I love that. What do you want? And then we'll jump onto an expedition. I'm getting these out of the way, that's what I'm saying. So I'm going to get these out of the way first, just because he's the only ship that I've got at the moment. Probably get a clipper at some point in the near future.
Sails!
12 ton of bricks. Just take the minimum of what I need, just in case I get killed on the way.
On our way!
Pop in right next to this. That's that. Right, next. Let's build my gun, my first cannon. So these, once you place these, they take a little while to initiate. But once they're there, they're very helpful. You'll have a radius around them. You won't see it just yet. Their range. I'm going to need that for both protection against Beryl and the pirates. It's unlikely the other 2 will.
A lustrous jewel in the.
Highly
Look sharp,
unlikely.
the governor's here.
So that should be fine. Right, so she's going to go do that, then I'm going to go on to an expedition. Is what I'm going to do. That's what I was doing down here, wasn't it?
my cap to you.
It was building my little area for the poshos to live in. And I did mention I would faff with this, didn't I? Okay, I've got time. I've got time. Probably going to lose this row of houses. So let's do that right now. Move. I'm just going to leave that a little bit of space there. No. Again, because I'm playing in free mode, I can move these buildings around at will. Typically, you would end up having an issue with doing that. That's turned out different to how I wanted it to be, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So, I think it was the workers. There's like some lane that you can get, and it looks quite cool. Or I thought it looked quite cool anyway.
You would exploit?
I don't think it's that. Not really. Not really, but you know what? That probably would do the trick.
Let's put that shady job behind you now. Hit the nail on the noggin, you have.
Right, that was that. What did that girl want? I don't know, she said something. That was that. Right, okay. So, expedition! Here we go. So, New World Expedition.
I'll steer ye from here to the precipice.
So this is, we're going to go
the
and
edge of the world.
jump onto the New World to try and find a new region. So the New World may have been discovered long ago, but there are rumours of an uninhabited and bounteous new archipelago. So, the reward is a new region. Potential reward. So this isn't a guarantee, you're never guaranteed to succeed with these. He recommends that we take rations, force, faith and hunting. So, HMS Solo is the only one that I can
Don't
pick,
want a dead man's chest.
because that's the only ship that I've got. So, what's quite kind of cool is I've already should have some use out of these guys who are already there. Okay, rations, force, faith, hunting. So rations are going to be guaranteed every single time you go on a trip. You're going to need some sort of rations. In my experience, something like bread is fantastic because it has a dual purpose of both rations and faith. So we'll take that. Force is going to be... Now, these items don't always make sense. And I'll show you. I mean, schnapps apparently is medicine. I mean, I guess you could use it to clean wounds and stuff, but... So are work clothes. So it's a bit weird. I mean, apparently clay can be helpful in hunting. Perhaps it is, I don't know. As you may notice, that's got a hunting rating of 10. Coal's got a hunting rating of 15, so I'll take some coal instead. I don't know why coal is so great at that, but there you go. And force. I don't think I've got anything that does force. If I remember, it was a weird... There they go. Beef. Something odd. And I think that's the only thing that I can get right now that offers force as a thing. Just double check anyway. Items. So I can take a quarryman with me. I don't want to take him with me just in case I die and I lose him. I'm just almost certain. Let's take him. Okay, so starting the expedition. Now, I believe what happens, if I remember correctly, is this guy will now go to here, pick up the resources, or wherever he needs to go to pick up the resources. Then he'll go off the map somewhere, and he'll be gone for quite some time. Which is a bit of a risky business, and it means if I want to move things between islands, which I haven't really done at this point anyway, I'm going to be a bit stuck, unless I want to build some more ships, which isn't ever really a bad idea. Although I don't want to start pumping resources into something that I'm not going to use immediately, and it's going to cost me more money. and I want to keep this as high as possible for as long as possible, because no doubt there will come a time when I'm going to be short on funds and I'm going to really regret upgrading, buying ships and upgrading and whatnot when I didn't really need to. So I'm just going to be conservative about things, about my resources, and go from there. So let's have a thingy. So, should we sort this out as well? So my thinking with this is that will look quite cool behind these buildings. Whether it does or not, I don't know. I think it looks alright. I suppose the best way to check would be to do this. Once you've got like the actual paved street as well, that'll look cool, I think. But that's good. They're going to complain in any second now, so. There we go. Hang on, I'm just building terraced housing. Okay. And I suppose that could be a doubler. Okay, I'm probably going to like build some sort of like parks or something around as we go as well. But for now, I'm quite happy with the look of that. We're still
Ain't perfect, but what is?
Right, work clothes. We're not happy because we're not getting all our work clothes. Here we go again. So we're going to pop back into here. We've got a supply of 6, demand of 7. Right, I need another work clothes thingy builder, but I'm gonna need to get some more because I've got a wool shortage, or rather I'm using up everything that I make. I'm just looking over here because where did I pop that? There we go. Right. Because I'm not really making these things so much, I'm going to drop that down to 50%. It's going to help with the happiness, and I don't really need the sales that much because I'm not making ships. It's just I'm making them just in case. So I don't really need that much. And that will help with the supply and demand of these. Because hopefully now that, yeah, there you go. So now I can build another one.
To the edge of the world.
And I'll be okay. So we'll build another one here.
Going on an adventure?
I'm trying not to overload the warehouse that I've already built,
do it.
which is why I'm also moving things
Want
to
to
other
go
areas.
places, do you?
I'll make things a little bit more efficient as we go later on, but that will do that for now.
It's our human rights.
Right, he's not happy at all, is he? Okay. Right. My expedition thing popped up, so we're going to click on here.
Let's extend the
So,
old telescope.
You'll go through a series of stories as you go. Oh, actually, I say it's popped up. It's not ready yet. What he was saying was probably that he's dispatched, he's gone. That's fine. So he's off to it now. That's great. Depots, they look quite cool. They make it look more harbour-y, but they also serve to boost how much storage you can have. Storage also increases the more you upgrade these.
Dead on me feet.
So you should be alright. You won't like... You'll always have potential for space. Right. Artisans. I need to make some stuff with the artisans. Now, just to double check, I'm not really dealing with weapons just yet. Don't really need them. not really making anything for them to be used on just yet. Right, bread, we've got all that. Beer, I'm not making beer, and I know beer is going to be wanted by the artisans at some point. I did have a artisan have some, didn't I?
I dream of better.
See, they like beer as well. So, I've still got an issue with the workloads. This is going to cause a problem if I don't address it now. Address. How funny. Oh dear. Right. So, I'm going to need a sheep farm, whether I like it or not. Okay. That is what it is. Let's move my sheep farm to farmer country. Right, I'm going to upgrade this to give it some more loading stations. Just let it deal with these guys going to and fro a little bit better. I'm probably going to need to put another one down somewhere really just to offset the amount of stuff that's going through it. Could drop some silos. Generally speaking, you don't have anything overly interesting happening in these, do we? There we go, I like the look of that. What about you? Oh, that looks nice. Okay, so, again, you don't have to worry about whether things look nice or not. I do, because, well, it's just me, I guess. That should do it there. Just make it look a little bit like something's going on here. A little less. Like I've purposely made it that way. Natural, that's the word we're after. There we go. So that's my little sheep industry thingy. We'll get these up and running, and then hopefully that will really boost my my industry, and I can probably get rid of some of these things then. Okay, let's speed the time up a little bit. Let's double check what's going on. So we're still worried about clothes and schnapps as well, apparently. Okay.
Nice day for it.
Right, I'm making 12 wool, so there's loads of wool coming through. I could probably do with making some more potatoes. Actual schnapps themselves aren't enough, right? It's worth noting that I've not done it over here, but you should always have some sort of fire or something, because at some point, what's going to happen is one of those factories is going to go up in flames and we're going to have a problem. So we'll just pop that there for now, and that'll cover most of it. It's not covering up here, but obviously the more things like this you build, the more into your profits it's going to eat. As you can see, where we started off on 600 odd, I think it was, at the beginning of this episode, and we're now slowly dwindling down. That said, the more items you produce and the more of said items that are being used by your population, the more money you will also make. So it's a bit of a juggling act, really, I suppose, in a way. Okay, so hopefully that will have us making enough schnapps, but I'm probably on a deficit for potatoes now. So we'll need to buy another potato farm. So we'll do that. Now, if you really wanted to worry about how efficient things are running, I'm aware that there's lots of like sites you can go on to, and people have managed to work out super efficient routes. They don't always look very pretty, but they're super efficient. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, then you can do that.
Admiral!
But I like things that look kind of more natural, at the expense of, you know, it doesn't always work the best. But hey ho. Okay, cool. So we're now making enough. In theory, we should be, yeah, right, okay. These guys are now starting to get happy. The schnapp should start coming in as well. We're on to a winner. Right, let's deal with this expedition then. Okay, the beast of the swamp. There's no other way, we must wade the swamp. It doesn't look too deep at the first, but soon the party are up to their waists in muddy water and too far in to turn back. A sinister log, seemingly adrift, mutates into the jaws of a dragon. A gator! So, you can either decide to take a shot or tackle it. So, I've got a 10% bonus chance of this, 6% bonus success for that. So I would go with tackle the beast.
It's beastly, Admiral.
Oh, we had a miraculous escape. While some members of the crew distracted the beast, one bold sailor draws a knife, jumps on the gator's back and clutches its neck. Crikey, mate, it's Steve Irwin. But he's no match for the monster, and it easily squirms out of his embrace, shutting its maw. Oh no, Steve's arm. With a harrowing howl, the man manages to sink his knife into the gator's skull, killing it instantly. The stump on his arm shall forever remind him of his heroic feat. Oh well, Stumpy Steve. He's a hero. Okay, so then you move on to the next part of the story. So, you can either return home, continue with a minus 10 hit to your health, which obviously you want to keep your health up as much as possible, or you can lose one ration and only minus 3 health. So, we'll do that. I've taken plenty with me, so we'll be alright. Okay, so that will carry on. And then you get, I think there's 3 or 4, depending on what the mission is, you'll just carry on getting those notifications popping up, and yeah, you just kind of deal with them as and when they arise. Okay, so you guys haven't got access to a school in the marketplace. It's running out. Now, this is again, if you want to be ultra efficient, you're probably not going to want to do crazy designs and stuff. You're going to want things all nice and tight and what have you. But I'm not going for efficiency. I'm going for what I think looks nice. So we're going to need one of these somewhere, but let's carry on with my design of this for a second. I'm thinking of having 3, 3, 3, 3, and then the middle square, the 9th square. Might be a park or something, or maybe a utility building that they need. So let's just do these. I'm just drawing quickly the outline. Now, if you're on a harder difficulty, if you're doing things like this, then maybe it's a good idea to start using the blueprint mode that I explained in the first episode. I'm not overly concerned with how well I'm placing these, I'm just placing them, hence why they're a little bit messy. Pardon me. So, right, there, eh? Let's just tidy up my squares. I just want to try and give my city a bit of something. Make it look, I don't know, like it's got like a little bit of a district maybe. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to need a
All hands at the ready.
farmer's market thingy. Let's just carry this on here. As if we're going to carry that design on. In fact, we're going to start playing with the blueprint. So I've just clicked this down here. So now I am playing around with the blueprint mode. Just so I can get a rough idea as to what my town will look like if I lay it out in the way that I'm trying to right now. I'm holding the left mouse button and I'm dragging. So that's how I'm doing that. Do that with any building type, I believe. No, you can't. I'm a liar. Right, let's go and see what he wants.
Draw your pistols.
A perilous plunge. Your expedition is walking along a narrow ridge. You don't have to read these, by the way. You can always just jump to the bottom and click whatever one you want. But, you know, for the sake of this stream, we're going to be reading them. If you like. If you don't want me to read them moving forward, just say. Anyway, your expedition is walking along a narrow ridge in the rainforest interior. When they become entranced by the scintillating blue of Le Cotinga de Mazoas. Perhaps it is the distraction of looking up at the extraordinary bird that causes someone to misstep. They fall suddenly through the floor and tumble into fresh air, only an elastic tangle of vines sparing them the drop. The problem now is that they're suspended above a ravine, and it's a long way down. Shout down, slash with your saber, or call down and pick with a knot. Then pick the knot, rather. Chances aren't great, but having something is better than nothing. Yeah, just slash it. It's a sword swishing masterclass. Your champion contorts to cut the liana above their right arm and, once free, cuts one daringly close to their neck, so that with a trapeze-like ripple they may dismount to the floor of the ravine. Simple, they exclaim, straightening up. Follow me if you dare. There are hoots and cheers from the gallery above as the rest swing down on lianas. Whatever they are, lianas? Lianas? I don't know. Like an army of spider monkeys. Cool. So that's that one. I'm going to click this one again because I've got loads of rations and I'm not worried about anything happening. That's so cleverly jumping. Right.
It's all how you're born, innit?
Right, we're going to have to build a school nearby for these guys. If I build 2 schools, there, that should cover that. We're going to need a purple too. So, if it hasn't become overly apparent, as you progress through the game, each tier will require the same as the tier prior only it will require more, with exception to the resources. So, for example,
An aviary is
artisans
fine
aren't
when
worried
it
about
looks
workloads.
not over forest.
They're worried about what the workers were worried about. Now, that is reflected in both the happiness and the needs. Just the same as the workers, they're worried about things that the farmers are worried about. Now, the reason why you're going to want things like marketplaces up here is because you're going to want to put the houses up to the worker level and then the artisan level. I haven't actually toyed myself with removing the marketplace once they're at the artisan level. I don't know if that's an issue or not. Perhaps I'll try that out. But chances are, once you've made the space anyway,
thrust into the unknown.
you're not going to really need to be faffing with it. He's offering me a destruction. I'm not going to be able to do it because I've got no ships here.
You oughtn't waste people's time.
Right, so these guys aren't progressing because they need a marketplace. So I'm going to pop a marketplace down. Delete that. Maybe we'll have a marketplace in here.
Untold perils await us.
Let's have a look what's going on here. Ooh. La Isla de los Muertos. They say the Isle of the Dead is not dead at all, that a bone legion guards its secrets. The rock that dominates the island looks like a skull, at least if you squint and tilt your head. Marrow pink stone rises 150 feet above the forest, pitted with lofty caves that could be mistaken for a multitude of eyes. The dark scar of a mouth at its base could lead somewhere rewarding, if indeed you are brave enough to delve. So, do we want to treasure and bone armies, what nonsense, or those stories you lived as a child, this is your chance, blah 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 blah. Now, I'm going to go with that one because obviously there's a bonus there. No skill is needed, only your choice matters. With your current equipment, your expedition is in no way prepared for this. Taking this action will be a gamble. So,
The mark of
let's take a
dread
gamble.
upon us.
And it looks like it paid off potentially. The expedition party seem all the more doubtful. Maybe not. Children's stories. Is that the best we've got? And besides, it's precisely this sort of unchecked curiosity that brought the heroes of those stories so much trouble. So, with your current equipment, so I've got no diplomacy. We're going to go with this one because of the bonus. Seems to be okay. The crew pulled themselves together and entered the cave. A bit of a grilling from the expedition's most intimidating officer has done the trick. The cave is dank and stifling. In this underworld, where day lives in permanent exile, lamps are lit but die by turns, suffocated by forces ageless and unseen. Your men hesitate to light them again. The old light burns the eyes of the deathless, a voice whispers. It will anger them. So, it's going to be this guy here. It's only the wind and damp. Light the lamps again. So we're going to light the lamps again. The smoke and soot force your party to retreat. Oh, for goodness sake. While the refueled lamps now remain lit, an excess of kerosene in the mixture produces dirty clouds that fill the lungs and sting the eyes. All further investigation of the skull's interior comes to an abrupt halt over fears the smoke may have done at the expedition's health some permanent damage. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So as you go through these story things, you can sometimes unlock useful items. I'm obviously not unlocking anything right now. Maybe I'm picking the wrong stuff, but yeah. I'm just moving that away there because I want to see if I pop the school in here as well. That should do the whole district, I think. So once a building's in blueprint mode, you can just go to upgrade and you upgrade it to an actual building. Which is precisely what I just did. Right. I'm going to demote this guy because I don't want them there. These are going to be my artisans. In fact, do you know what? The funny thing is, I'm doing this artisan malarkey, and I'm doing it in this design, and that's not the design I like from artisans at all. It's the ones after. So maybe this will be the guys afterwards. I think it's engineers. Artisans can come up by here, and I'll have some terraced houses. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Getting ahead of myself.
Spare a thought for us? I'm
What do you
happy
want?
as a sandboy.
7 ton of
Will you build us
bricks.
another castle?
Yeah. So that's bricks. I'm making bricks on this island. That's fine. We can just let that play out. Right. So the reason why these guys aren't overly chuffed is because they're just slightly out of range of certain buildings, such as a pub. And the other one was a school, which is there. Now, it's worth noting that your design of your roads can be beneficial to things like that. So obviously the school's there and it's not reaching there, which is a bit poo. However, if I was to upgrade the roads, that also increases the range of buildings. I'm not going to do that because it's expensive. It uses bricks, and I don't want to use it on in a residential area, or at least not just yet.
Not bad for a big boss.
Right. Just the same as these aren't really getting a great deal of coverage from the marketplace. It's only down the road. So it's a bit annoying. Oh, I've not even made the marketplace. Gee whiz. Okay. What a silly boy.
We have the devil to pay.
Right, let's just put that there a second. I feel like I could do something more attractive if I don't know, put things on the corners there.
One
Right.
final look.
Ignore you. Cities of gold! The faded ink, the gold leaf. Could this map lead to El Duda? It fluttered into the hands of your sailors, who believe it to be the most bona fide clue in centuries as to the location of the City of Gold. They're already dreaming of the hulking neck chains they'll find, and how well they'll set off their earrings. Why even the captain has suggested hiring a guide? Yet the greedy have come this way before, and it never seems to end well. So, do you hire a guide? Do you read the map yourselves, or do you refuse to believe in the City of Gold? I'm just going to hire a guide, actually. Let's do that. Oh, I see. I'm going to tell everyone you tried to bribe me. Wow. Sod you, I'm not losing that man for a guide. Bribe attempt fails. Looks like you're on your guide scoffs at your evaluation of his services. Everyone from here to Porto Tristeza will hear what a greedy bunch of conquistador pigs you are. Well, frankly, you were the one who was greedy because you didn't want 20 tons of coal. I'm going to read that thing myself. The trail ends at the stone-covered cliffs. Follow the confluence of high waters as they weave in and out of one another. You arrive several days later at the lake marked on the faded map. A keen-eyed young whippersnapper notices some unmarked stones have been placed at regular intervals, which culminate at a waterfall, besides a stone whose inscription must have been made long ago. We're going to survey the area, because we're practical men. Oh, maybe not so. Not so much as a glimmer of this golden city, not even behind the waterfall, the lieutenant teases. And besides these glyphs, he drops to his haunches and feels the grooves in the stone. Look like plain water erosion to me. The captain nods. All right, men, you hear the lieutenant. Time to give up this fool's errand. Your expedition leaves disappointed. Now, I'll carry on going through this, and you will end up finding the region. So, oh, in fact, here we go. So this is what happens. This is a new area. New map. So, there is a pirate guy on here.
It's hard to get ships.
I'm
We
using
are lucky to have friends
shift
to
and
help
right
us.
click. Just going to send him on a jolly.
I
running
am
round.
Isabel Sarmento. Do not stand between me and my country's freedom.
So, this is kind of like the
Go.
rebellion lady.
I trust you.
She's the neutral, she's the happy, she's going to help out. Oh, look, here. Beryl is already here. She's already here, she's already popped herself down. And this is one of the things you got to be aware of when you with the regions. You got to keep pushing, because otherwise these guys will move on. And they will take the nice islands. But as you can see, the islands are different. So this is South America, essentially. We've got more jungly kind of islands. We've got different plantations, so that's tobacco, cotton, all that kind of stuff, bananas and all the rest of it. Different type of inhabitants, jornalero and obrero. So there's only 2 tiers on this map. This I was given by the lovely lady is a clipper, and not only has she given us a clipper, but she's also stacked it full of resources, meaning that I can settle on one of the islands. Now I'm just going to let this ship have a little bit of explore before I worry about that. Down here, world map, you can go between your different regions. So you can go on the world map. So this is the world map.
It's out of my hands now.
So this is where the other DLCs come into play.
You self-strengthen.
So we've got, that's our main, where you start. This is the region we've just unlocked now. The next region we will unlock will be around here somewhere.
A marriage of earth and heaven. It is
Oh,
unethical.
you can go away. Then there'll be this one in the Arctic, and then the next one, then the final one, will be down here, which is the Land of Lions, and I've not experienced that just yet, so that'll be quite fun when we get to that
Bold
point.
new expedition, Admiral.
Okay. So he's offering me another expedition. You can close that. It'll stay in here. My boat currently is busy over there. Now, there's no boats here. Reason for that? Because they're in another region doing other things.
Me boots are
So
warm.
that's always worth bearing
We're
in
taking
mind.
every...
Whilst you're in different regions, your other regions are still active. So if I had a colony in the new region, they would carry on building up resources and doing their thing whilst I'm in this region playing. Now eventually what will happen is I'll be transferring resources from both regions. Indeed, I will need to at some point. Oh, she's given me 4,500. That's very nice of you. Why are you being nice to me?
Flattery can be a great tool.
Alright then. It's
The
unlikely.
richer the deal maker.
Okay.
Dapper. I've got more important things.
If I can be friends with the pirates, that would make life a lot easier. You can also look on here to see how well people think of each other. So if I click on her, that's her reputation. So that's me, HG Portland. So she's kind of not really up to much with anyone. He's at
My
peace
whole
with everyone.
house gone to hell, but for I, the
She
last
doesn't like me
swish
and
of
Beryl.
its flaming tail.
He's friends with Beryl as well. Okay, that's interesting. So Beryl is only nice to Wibbly. Well, she's okay with us at least for the time being. She will be a pain in the backside, guaranteed, 100%. So I shall have to deal with her at some point. That's what I want to do. I'm going to use that for decoration by this, so that's why I'm doing that. Perhaps I can pop the pub. School can also move. So, everything should be okay. I'm probably going to need to build the same over on the other side because I don't think I'm getting that enough. So, using the copy and paste. That's what I should do. I need some more wood, and I need...
On the bright side, it'll be over soon.
Right, okay, this is the pain in the ass now. So this guy, he's the pirate in the new place. He's basically saying, I'm going to kill you unless you give me 55,000. I'm going to say no for the time being. Might regret that. He's not as bad as this lady. We've not had any issues off her just yet, but she can be a pain in the backside. That's just telling us that war is declared on us, but we know that because, well, we were there. Where are we?
Ordnance plotted.
We got some sperm whales.
Sails.
Just having a little bit of a swim round. And some more. There's always like, there's lots of like nature and stuff on here, like animals and stuff. It's quite cool. Little touches they've made. You know, you find them on the islands. Various different birds and creatures of all sorts. Some birds there. I think they're parrots over here. Yeah, parrots.
Ship under attack.
Seagulls. Right, I've got a ship under attack apparently. Oh, you know what? You attacking my ship. Right. You need to get out there. Right. I'm gonna lose my ship.
Agreement between competitors has ended.
How annoying. That's my own fault. Because A, I didn't pay him off, and B, I probably should have just settled whatever I did.
Destroyed.
Okay. Right, I'm not going to want to lose... No, I don't need bread and stuff. Right, let's
On our way.
Let's go to this woman and sell what I've got.
We can make
You can always buy ships, so what's this? That is a frigate. Oh, I probably should have just bought that.
We
That
never
would've been
sink
cool.
a ship if we can take. We're running low
Right.
on every.
20,000, that's all I need for a frigate. Because the ship sank, I'm not going to get all of the number back of items.
Constant.
As you can see, I've got less. But I'm going to use that to settle with. You can go back. So by using here. This is a new feature. That's quite cool. You can tell them to go to what island that you own. Which I think that's my main one. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to number the frigate number 2.
Make sail.
So, as you may notice, this is
Visitors are now
sailing
at
slower
war.
than what this is because it's not got an engine. So that's where this thing starts coming into play. What this does have, however, is a lot more guns. 28. Mind you, that's doing 48. That's doing a lot of damage. That's going to be because of these things. Right.
Coordinates plotted.
I'm going to need to just focus on this for a second and work out where I want to put an island, just so I don't lose any resources again, because that was unfortunate. Right, I'm going to want an island that I can build a decent town on, and one that's not going to suffer from that kind of stuff again. Oil is always nice. to have.
Ship under attack.
Get lost. I could have probably killed them, but we're not gonna worry about that just yet. So, plantain I'm gonna need, and that stuff. Pearls, corn,
These
coffee,
fabled
tobacco,
lands exist
gold, oil, and
after
clay. That
all.
looks like a nice little island. That's got a lot more. Cotton. I'm gonna need cotton. Yeah, you can go away. Sugarcane as well. What does this look like?
I can recognize a
this
cruel
looks like a nice
master.
one.
Make sail!
I'm trying to look for a nice sized island. I mean, this is huge. There's a lot of area there that I can make a town on. And there's that there. And then there's all this here as well. Do you know what? This might be the one.
Steady her course.
I'm sending you all the way down there. This is the one up here. Cotton, corn, coffee, cocoa. You got gold, you got oil. I don't need clay that much. I mean, I do need to make bricks somewhere at some
People
point, but I can
celebrate
worry
your
about that
leadership.
a little bit later. So my main port where I want to start off is going to be here. Yeah, let's
Keep
start
her constant.
here, and then that way shouldn't be too much of a risk. Now I've got the pirate guy is near me here, but once I've put my guns down, this guy will settle down then. These are always quite cool buildings that they've got for the pirates and stuff. Just the way that they've like fully utilised the island. They're quite cool. That's got like a very like Tortuga-ish look to it. Mind you, the other one does as well, I suppose. Right. As you can see, it's only Beryl really who's here. That's fine. If this thing tries to kill me, it's going to have a bit of a
War
problem.
is
I think.
bad for you. We have allies everywhere.
Halyard, sheets, and braces.
Ship under attack.
Make sail.
Obviously, things are looking like they're a bit faster. That's because I've sped the time up, so that'll be that. I just want to get this here just so I can pop my dock down. And once that's down.
Keep her constant.
So once you get this here, you can actually move it. Just hold the left button and move. You can move it round. And obviously you can move it just like any other building as well. So it's not the end of the world if you don't place it where you want to, and then just click it again and then build.
You just crossed paths with the Great Whiffling.
He's not happy because I've got a thing because
We
I built
all
this,
need a plan B.
but that's frankly
Wow,
tough.
have you got some big ones there?
And now he's happy with me. I don't know what's... He's just having a bit of a moment, I think.
Where did you say you come from?
So, this is going to be my new Spanish town. I'm going to do the same kind of thing as I did on my last island. I want to kind of just work out using the roads roughly what I want and where. Now, if it does help in planning your town/city, you can always remove the jungle areas. You can do this on the other islands as well. Just delete. And there you go. Because I'm trying to make things look nice, I'm not going to do it too much, but I know I'm going to use all this area anyway, so it's not the end of the world. What I want to do is I want to kind of try and make a big square of sorts, but I want the green to be kind of just the edge here, so then I can know that I can... And do you know what? I'm kind of running out of space anyway. So let's just say we're going to go up to here. This is going to be my max line. You don't need so many of these guys as you will have on your other islands, so it's not... You don't need a massive city of sorts. But I'm kind of making, arguably, my largest one I've made for these guys, actually. So we're going to populate all... Yeah, that is huge. I never go this big, normally. But we're going to do it. Let's get rid of all that. Just so I can see what's going on. I can repopulate it with trees afterwards if I want. Using the beautification stuff. Ornaments. As you notice though, this sounds different now. Notice how that's got a jungly sound to it? This has nothing. That's just another little touch. That's quite cool. Right, okay, so we're going to want
Your
to
ship
build...
has returned from its voyage.
Right, that's just telling me that that's there. What kind of ornaments do I have? I'm going to want this to go... Let's chuck it there. We'll work out what I want from there once I've done this. All houses require a road, remember, so those two in the middle wouldn't have worked. And, as with the last place, I'm going to need some form of lumber. It doesn't matter that I've chopped the trees down. What will happen is these guys will just grow trees back, so it's not a problem. I'm going to want one that's kind of in range. So using the blue line, I can see that that is about as far as I can go with that. And my actual lumber yard can go there. So we're just going to get these guys on the way.
You reached a new milestone.
Frigate first class.
Right, I'm just going to literally plonk this. You can stay there. I popped it on passive, which means it's going to sit there and do
Coordinates
nothing.
plotted.
If something comes past, it will shoot it. But it's not going to... Yeah, it'll just stay there. So the ship will only attack an enemy target within its range. And then it'll return to its initial position. So... I don't want it to go running off whilst I'm in my other region. Basically. These guys are going to need stuff, but whilst this is building up wood to build the rest of the buildings that I've already placed, I'm going to pop over to the other region. So remember when I said that it still carries on over here when you're over here. That's to show me that there's an expedition there, there's one there, and there's one up here. We're not going to worry about those just now because I don't tend to really do the expeditions an awful lot. I do them obviously to unlock the new islands and what have you, but otherwise don't seem to really bother with them. Ah, it's not my main island. I'm glad you can tell them to go directly to certain islands, so that's really cool. One thing that I haven't mentioned is the shares. So each island has shares. As you can see, this island, I own them all. I can sell shares, and over time your island will become worth more. You can also buy other people's shares. These are quite pricey. 165,000 for one. Once you get to all 5, you can then purchase the island. So for that reason, there's a financial way to win the game. It's pretty difficult to do, but nonetheless, you can still do it. Right. I've got an excess of coal, I can't get rid of it, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it off. I'll sell it to him. Right, is everybody happy? That's what we want to know. Delete all of that, and the warnings, yep, delete that. Right, that's used up all my wood, and there is no doubt that that is going to be a problem when it comes down to...
Breath of fresh air, living it.
the resources. Some need some more fisheries, that isn't overly surprising. Not let me build there because I'm using a part of the way there with roads. But what you can do
leave your crate unattended, sir.
is you can fill it in with it's going to be in here, isn't it? Like that. Ain't that just pretty? There are 2 types of cannons. I didn't mention this before, but there are 2 types. There's that one.
Seductive.
And there's that one. Well,
Very
technically there's 3,
modest.
but the 3rd one isn't available just yet. And also, as I mentioned earlier, the range should show you what the range is on these. Oh, there you go. So see the
Does
purple
this
line?
land belong to your queen?
It's kind of
Or
difficult to point it
may
out to you,
I?
but it's a huge range. Yeah, you can take the land. I don't know what you're talking about. You can have it. Right. Anyway. I might be able to use that for this space for something.
My impression of you is unfavorable.
I don't really give a shit.
Nice day for it.
Let's move you over one. What I'll do is I'll place Harbour Master. Because I'm going to use the fish angler. She will boost productivity of those within her range. I don't think that works, but that's unfortunate,
Respect
really.
your betters, and always help them
I
out.
could move you over here actually. He wants me to destroy
not
something.
scary
And
as you
normally I don't
thought,
bother
eh?
with them, but I saw
My
these to him
life
first.
is my prison.
Right. And what does he want me to destroy? I'm doing it because it gives us some stuff, some
Sails!
if I could speak English, that would be really useful. Gives us a reward for both him and Beryl.
Why not share some of my daily? See you on the other side.
Alright, you know what? Let's do that one quickly.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Sails!
1,
Not too many
2,
changes, I hope.
3.
On our way.
That's an easy bit of cash. Let's just double check what's going on there. So I've got plus 50% right chance, minus 100% because of that.
thought you were the photographer.
Lovely, that's that.
Ready to.
Coordinates plotted.
Yeah. Okay. You can also buy ships off this guy.
Justice served.
If you've got lots of money, you can just basically buy a navy. If you really wanted to.
Taking the initiative.
Let's buy another frigate. Now, we've got a bit of a problem here with these pirates, so I'm going to have to deal with them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send my flagship to go and escort my frigate, and then both of them are going to go and destroy the thing over here, the frigate that's over here.
Steady her course. Make sail.
So that's what we're going to do. However, it is that time. We are at the end of our episode.
How would you like?
So, for more on what's happening in Anno 1800, you're going to have to check it out on the next Saturday. Saturday at 9 o'clock is when all my videos are scheduled to launch. So yeah, come back and see there how we're moving on from there. If you have anything you want to add, any comments, honestly, they'd be really appreciated. If you like the video, like it. If you like what you're seeing out of the 3 videos, please subscribe. That would be really appreciated. Also be aware that I'm a Twitch streamer. So if you are interested in watching me live stream, you could get a chance to see my ugly mug. I am on Twitch, which is /MJ86. You'll see me there. I pretty much stream only Company of Heroes 2 at the moment, although I am open to suggestions. Very much the same as with my Let's Plays. If you want to see me do another Let's Play on a different game, by all means, drop me a comment and I'll let you know if I've got the title. If I have, I'll be willing to do one. Anything else you want to see, let me know. If you'd like to see something different in the stream that I'm doing now, the Anno 1800, by all means, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I'm constantly looking for ways to improve my content, but otherwise, I'm hoping that you are enjoying what you're seeing. And yeah, join me next Saturday, 9 o'clock, for episode 4. Thank you guys. Take care.